Shah and Masood lead their respective teams out. And Shah and Masood lead their respective teams out.
Hello everybody and thanks for joining us as we get ready for the start of the first of two test matches between South Africa and Pakistan, and this is going to be a beauty. It always is at PAK. There's plenty of action at this venue and both teams are going to look forward to playing this one. South Africa right now more so because they've won the toss and have elected to bowl first. Shah Masood said in the toss that it's quite obvious that it's going to suit the seamers initially. It has got a bit of a green tinge. There has been some rain around. There has been a tent that's been used over the pitch about 60% of the time over the last 9 days. So there's bound to be a little bit of moisture. Corbin Bosch is getting a run, so he's going to be on debut. So this is going to be fascinating. And South Africa, as far as they're concerned, they need to win one of these two test matches to qualify for that World Test Championship at Lord's in June. So that's their aim. And Pakistan, well, they won the one-day series. They've got a whole host of their players playing in this test as well, and they've got the teams. I've got Ramiz Raj alongside me and also Sean Pollack. Sean, take us through the South Africans for starters.
Same top six, Hazy, for what we saw at St George's for that encounter. and Calvarena will come in at number 7, fresh off 100 in that as well. And then there's just the 4 bowling options, obviously from a seamers perspective. Jansen Bosch making his debut, so exciting times from Rabada. Patterson I think could be effective, and then maybe Aidan Markham might be required to bowl a little bit of off spin at some stage, but pretty to win the game for them.
Ramiz, Pakistan.
Yes, I mean the focus will be on their batting, how well they play on a pitch that will bounce, will have a bit of sideways movement, and how well they play the bouncer delivery. And I think the way they shaped up in that ODI series will give them a lot of hope and a high. Bowling looks pretty steady. Mohammad Abbas is making a comeback after about 3-4 years. Ahmed Jamal is a good all-round cricketer, and then Khurram Shahzad is coming back after an injury, so it looks pretty good. And so
The opening at one end, Rabada averages over 7 wickets per test at this venue, so that's how dangerous he can be. And there's his partner, Saim Ayub, who was outstanding in the one-day series.
Yeah, not the most impressive stats to start his test career, but we've got more than enough faith in the fact that those facts and figures will change over time. He's been in brilliant form. Talking about facts and figures, Kagiso Rabada's, his are seriously impressive. Brilliant performer all around the world for the South Africans. 319 wickets he's already got himself now, averaging just under 22. And I think for him, the job, he'll feel like his job is to get Saim Ayub out. If he can do that, they'll feel like they're heading in the right direction early on in this test.
Umpires, Alex Wolff in his 7th test match, and Nittam Menon in his 29th. The 2 men in charge. Kumar Damasima is the TV umpire, and Richie Richardson the match referee. Right, here we go. Rabada the start. Scott slips. A little extra bounce off the thigh pad, close to Dazorzi.
Rabada will provide the blueprint for the rest of the cast to follow, because he's got experience, he's got skills, and this wasn't such a bad delivery to start the proceedings. Came back, hit him high on the thigh, and that short leg fielder therefore becomes quite necessary.
Yeah, real steep bounce, and Rabada is experienced enough to know how to work out the right length on this pitch.
Yeah, that's his great strength.
Where left is going to be your go-to shot in the earlier. Theo was here. It looks very, very green, and we've seen a bit of bounce already.
Yeah, from our standards, Ramis, that's not really green. Good grass covering, we'll give you that, but that's not really green. I'll take you back to some of the days when Malcolm Marshall was our head pro in Durban. That was green.
Good covering of grass. Really good covering of grass. It's not going to be quick, because the rain we've had around the place, but the grass is going to assist these seamers, that's for sure. As I said, in his 7th. And a very fine umpire at square leg at the moment. His 29th. Whoops, that's a little bit wayward.
Pakistan will have to shrug off that ODI mindset and make sure that they are very, very tight around that off-stump line. Kumar Dharmasena is the TV umpire. 3 slips in a gully, a weight, an outside edge. And so subcontinent players early on are quite happy to push through the ball through cover. Something like that. So you got to play with your soft hands. I know it challenges your makeup, your batting DNA, but you've got to do that to be a success here in South Africa.
Yeah, this length of this delivery is good. So Shan Masood shouldn't really be out in front of himself. Have a look where it comes through. It's kind of bail high. And if he's going to be pushing at that, it needs to be with a dead bat, not out in front of himself, and induce the outside edge, the inside edge.
That's the line, and the skipper opens his accounts and do Pakistan 1 for none.
तहसील का निशाना, पैदावार के साथ इनामात का खजाना, जीते बेशुमार इनामात और उम्रा टिकट के बम्पर प्राइजेस। बोतल पर दिए गए QR कोड स्कैन करें और कुरानदाजी में शामिल हो जाएं।
मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro.
Panda.
Form guys, Bob Razam is going to be such a key player back in the lineup for Pakistan. Such a key player for them. Looms large. He got a magnificent century in an ODI game at this venue last time around. Marco Jansen, who was outstanding the first test match against Sri Lanka when he got that best of 7 for 13. Pakistan have never won at this venue. Played 3, lost 3.
Thanks, Hazy.
Ramiz, Pakistan have not recorded a test win in South Africa for nearly 18 years. Rambo?
Double thanks.
Wide down the leg side. But we know, Ramiz, they're a side that things can turn around quite quickly if things are not particularly going well behind the scenes, as you know yourself from your experience, particularly that 92 World Cup when you lost how many games in the lead up?
Yeah, we were the first team to land in Australia and we played 10 or 11 practice matches. We got thrashed in 9 out of 11. And then the campaign didn't start off well also. I think we lost 4 in a row.
And won the 92 World Cup.
That's right.
With you taking the final catch. Leg side again, so that radar's got to be adjusted.
I want to ask you, Polly, when you win the toss and as a batting side, openers go in, and before going in, you sweat a little bit because, there's a challenge and you get into that batting bubble. There's a pitch or batting pitch map in your mind also. What about the bowlers? What would they be thinking right now? Is there any extra pressure when you win the toss on a green pitch and decide to bowl?
Yeah, definitely. We'll touch on it now. So obviously you got this surface and you see the ball carrying through, and then the pressure goes on because the team believes that you've got that ability to bowl them out cheaply. And it's all about trying to get your wrist position right, you find your decent length, build the pressure and try and make early inroads. But you can't really force the issue too much. You've got to allow yourself just to back your lengths and your plans. And Marco Jansen, he's just settling in. I think those first deliveries, I don't think it came out of his hand all that well, but he'll settle in because he should be quite excited about the opportunity of bowling to 2 left-handers.
And he will get some bounce. Again, it's not going to be a quick bounce, but he will get some bounce and some movement.
If you go to the game plan for the batters, Ramis, the best way to approach batting in South Africa is to leave well. So if the ball's hit in a good area, still to have that positive mindset that if there's anything short and wide, even like that last delivery that he got from Jansen, you've got to go after that, because those are the ones you can score with a little bit of freedom and then running between the wickets. So it was good to see Shan Masood charge through in that end of the last over, just knocking it down and ticking over the scoreboard.
Sam Ayub has got to embrace that boring outlook towards batting, so that ball that he hit so well through point will have to be left alone for the initial period. Not saying that he should just forego his natural instinct, because he's such a mighty good player when he's looking to attack. Mixed caution with aggression, Hazy?
Yeah, I think so, because that's the other thing. There's so much responsibility on him because he's the man in form for Pakistan, so he's got to make sure he plays really well in this test series. Nicely controlled that shot. 2 for none.
कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
हमदर्द जुशांदा का 1 पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ल कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द जुशांदा।
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है। बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
Tyson Case joining us. Jansen, Bosch, Rabada and Patterson. Patterson got his first 5 against Sri Lanka and PAK. Rabada again. That's a beauty. That's a terrific delivery.
Yeah, you need to put that out of your mind as a batter when this happens, because it's almost like going to the subcontinent. If you get a turning surface and you get your outside edge beaten, you've got to just forget about it. You can't read too much into it, because this is a peach. Comes out straight and then as it pitches just moves away from the left-hander. nasty bowl, good length. And South Africa will be pretty happy about that after choosing to bowl first.
Fair enough. Again, a little bit of movement past that outside edge, a little bit fuller that time, tempting him.
Yeah, that's a subcontinent mindset. You see it pitched up and you go hard with hard hands. Wobbly seam. There was the invite. Shan Masood not entirely there.
Also a catch. Yeah, there's no doubt that this is going to be taking a great degree of fight from the Pakistan batsmen to make sure they blunt this attack. There's going to be 4 coming at them. You have to leave well. They're going to have to be very careful about Rabada, clearly. They will get the odd loose delivery from Janssen. Not so much from Patterson. Corbin Bosch bowled very nicely in his first outing for South Africa the other night, the Wanderers, and he's performed very well this season.
If you have a look at Shan Masood's career record, it's not overly impressive from a reading perspective, averaging just under 30. It's a decent sample size, 39 matches. And you think sometimes in Pakistan there can be some of the best batting conditions that you could experience. So he'll be disappointed. It must be a bit of a leadership thing as well. He must bring good leadership to the equation, and that's why he's continued to be picked. But I think from a leadership perspective, what he also wants to do is he wants to back it up with some big runs and really set a tone. 179 first-class games for him. He's a wealth of experience, over 11,500 runs, and he averages just under 40 in those, 2,800. So he'd want a little bit more from himself as a leader at the top of the order here in this tour.
And I think also, Sean, as you would only know so well, he's got to set a real tone at the top here.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he's obviously got to show the grit and determination, but you do sometimes wonder, preparation-wise, what has gone through there. That's more impressive reading, and that's obviously what he's more capable of doing. But it's you do require a little bit of luck, unfortunately, as a batter at the top of the order. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. You can get a ball that lands on the right area and nips away, takes the edge.
Sharp work from Dezorzi. Very good in that position. 10 years under the helmet for him, I think. 2 for none.
कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें, क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं, अल्फा करने का नाम है. Download the new Alpha app.
Day test match. It's a special event. Oh, that's pretty adjacent. That's worth a shout. There's a sliding leg side. I think the skipper's going to be interested in this one. He wants some information.
Yeah, we saw in the first over the wrist of Marco Jansen was just kind of pushing things down the leg side. It's interesting. South Africa won a fast start. Yeah, Temba Bavuma is saying I'm going to have a look, and at worst I think it's going to be an umpire's call, so I won't lose my review.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is not out. Check both feet, fair delivery. Front on replay, please. Okay, bat is close to the, ball is close to the bat. You can go to the ultra edge when it's ready. Gap between bat and the ball, flat line. You can go to the ball tracking. Original decision is not out. Pitching in line, impact in line, wickets, umpire's call. Nitin, you can stay with your original decision, not out. You're on the screen. Make a signal.
Umpire's call comes into play early in this test match.
Yeah, got to be looking to play through mid-on, straight or wide mid-on, rather than breaking your wrist and playing through mid-wicket. Yeah, close, very close thing.
Yeah, when you win the toss, you're desperate for an early wicket, and you also, in the form that we've
Yeah, there's no doubt that this is going to be taking a great degree of fight from the Pakistan batsmen to make sure they blunt this attack. There's going to be 4 coming at them. You have to leave well. They're going to have to be very careful about Rabada, clearly. They will get the odd loose delivery from Janssen. Not so much from Patterson. Corbin Bosch bowled very nicely in his first outing for South Africa the other night, the Wanderers, and he's performed very well this season.
If you have a look at Shan Masood's career record, it's not overly impressive from a reading perspective, averaging just under 30. It's a decent sample size, 39 matches. And you think sometimes in Pakistan there can be some of the best batting conditions that you could experience. So he'll be disappointed. It must be a bit of a leadership thing as well. He must bring good leadership to the equation, and that's why he's continued to be picked. But I think from a leadership perspective, what he also wants to do is he wants to back it up with some big runs and really set a tone. 179 first-class games for him. He's a wealth of experience, over 11,500 runs, and he averages just under 40 in those, 2,800. So he'd want a little bit more from himself as a leader at the top of the order here in this tour.
And I think also, Sean,
just under 40 in those, 2,800.
He's got to set a real tone.
He'd want a little bit more from himself as a leader at the top of the order here in this tour. I mean, he's obviously got to show the grit and determination, but you do sometimes wonder, preparation-wise, what has gone through there. That's more impressive reading, and that's obviously what he's more capable of doing. But it's you do require a little bit of luck, unfortunately, as a batter at the top of the order. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. You can get a ball that lands on the right area and nips away, takes the edge.
Sharp work from Dazorzi. Very good in that position. 10 years under the helmet for him, I think. 2 for none.